Hello students, welcome to all of you. So motion in a plane lesson we have two topics. One is vectors, second topic is projectiles. So vectors lesson related already we completed total 10 lectures. Go through that lectures for vectors related information. And in this lecture we are starting the new topic, that is second topic in motion in a plane, which is called projectiles. Projectiles, very important and easy also this topic. Comparing with the vectors, it is easy. So projectiles, what are called projectiles? First thing, projectile basic definition: if any angle is projected with an angle, if any body is projected with an angle to the horizontal in between 0 to 90 degree, in between 0 to 90 degree, such body is said to be a projected body, and that phenomena and body is called it as projectile. Got it? See. So mainly this will be three types we can clarify. First one, oblique projectile. Oblique projectile. What is called oblique projectile? You see, suppose this is a two-dimensional system. Motion in a plane means we will discuss about two-dimensional system. If any body is projected like this with an angle theta, this angle must be 0 is less than or equal to theta, 0 is less than or equal to theta is less than or equal to 90. In between that the angle must be like this. This one also, this one also, this one also, this one also. All these bodies are said to be projectiles. All these are said to be projectiles. So oblique projectile nothing but if any body is projected with an angle in between 0 to 90 degree to the horizontal, such body is said to be a oblique projectile. Suppose javelin thrown, a ball hits by the cricket bat, it will be, when a ball hits by the cricket bat, then it will be travels like this. Javelin thrown will be like this and it will be falls on this. Like that, so many examples are there. Very important condition, angle must be 0 in between 0 to 90. Suppose if theta is equal to 0 degree, theta equal to 0 degree, then that body is said to be horizontal projectile. Horizontal projectile. Why we call it as horizontal projectile? With respect to horizontal, theta is the angle for us. So with respect to horizontal, theta is 0 here. So along x-axis body must be projected. So that is called horizontal projectile. Suppose this is a tower of height like this, h is a tower of height. From the top of this one, if a body is projected like this horizontally, it follows the path like this. Then this situation you see, theta equal to 0 degree to the horizontal. Then this is called it as horizontal projectile. Next one, if theta is equal to 90 degree, means with the vertical body is projected along positive y-axis. With the vertical, this angle making it as 90 degree to the vertical. Then that is said to be vertically projected body or vertical projectile. So vertically projected body. About this already we discussed in motion in a straight line. In this lesson projectiles, mainly we will discuss detailedly about oblique projectile and horizontal projectile. In that oblique projectile and horizontal projectiles, step by step, concept wise, one by one, if we see, first we should find the path. That path, what is the path of the given projectile and what is the time taken to reach the highest point, what is the total time taken to reach the ground, what is the maximum height reached, what is the horizontal range, and what is the final velocity vector at any instant t, what is the initial velocity vector, and what is the displacement covered after some time t. All such points we will discuss in this. So, the first topic in this projectiles is path of the projectile. Path of the projectile means oblique projectile. If we clearly mention horizontal, that we should consider it as a horizontal projectile. Otherwise, we should consider it as a oblique projectile. See, that path is a parabola. Theoretically, path of the projectile is a parabola that we should derive. How we can say that path has parabola? Physically, we are able to see if a ball is thrown like this, it will be travels like this and falls on the ground. Physically possible to see. But mathematically also, we will derive some equation. See, consider, suppose this is a coordinate system. This is x-axis and it is y-axis. This is the point O. A body is projected with an initial velocity u like this. With an initial velocity u from the origin by making an angle theta. To the horizontal, it is making an angle theta. So, its path will be like this. Its path will be O, you consider it as A highest point, B is the lowest point. This is the path you consider. If this is U, see, this is U making an angle theta, then by resolution, from the resolution of vector, along horizontal it will be U cos theta, it will be U sin theta. Now along horizontal Ux is equal to U cos theta. Along vertical Uy is equal to U sin theta. Okay. Along horizontal Ux equal to U cos theta, vertical Uy is equal to U sin theta, and at any point P, consider the coordinates x comma y, means this is the y and it is the horizontal displacement x. That displacements we should find. Now, first you take along horizontal. So, along horizontal, what are the components? First thing, initial velocity ux equal to u cos theta, displacement we should find. Ux means along horizontal, initial velocity ux equal to u cos theta. Next, its acceleration is 0. Very important point here. When a body is projected into an air, its acceleration depends on acceleration due to gravity only. But acceleration due to gravity acts along vertical to the surface. But here we are considering the motion along the surface. But gravity acts vertically. So, along horizontal direction, there is no effect of acceleration. So that only along horizontal direction, its acceleration must be taken it as 0. Now, after some time t, what is the displacement covered? That you consider it as S, as x. Now, see this term S, A, T, U. From equation, from kinematical equation, S equal to ut plus half a t square, x is equal to u cos theta into t plus half 0 into t square. So, x equal to u cos theta into t. Therefore, t is equal to x by u cos theta you consider from this. For next calculation purpose, remember this value. T is equal to x by u cos theta. That is along horizontal. Now along vertical, you see, along vertical, what is the initial velocity y-axis? Uy is equal to u sine theta. Acceleration, body moving in upward direction along vertical, so acceleration taken to be minus z, and time taken it as small t, and its displacement consider it as y. Now from equation of motion, s equal to ut plus half at square, y is equal to u sine theta into t minus half gt square. Substituting small a as minus z, we get this equation. But we know that small t is equal to x by u cos theta here. X by u cos theta. So y is equal to u sin theta into small t value x by u cos theta minus half g into x square by u square cos square theta. Okay, u gets cancelled, sin by cos tan theta, sin by cos tan theta into x minus, it will be g by 2u square cos square theta into x square it will be. Y is equal to tan theta into x minus g by 2u square cos square theta into x square. Therefore, it will be y equal to ax minus bx square, where capital A is equal to tan theta and b is equal to g by 2u square cos square theta. And this is the equation for parabola. Mathematically, for different shapes, different equations are there. For circle, for so that one rectangle, for parabola, for hyperbola, like that. For different shapes, different equations are there. Comparing to that, y equal to ax minus bx square is the equation for parabola. By this, what we conclude? This path is a parabola. Therefore, path of the projectile is a parabola. Path of the projectile is a parabola. So finally what we conclude? Oblique projectile's path parabola. Remember these equations. X equal to u cos theta into t, y equal to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Okay, this equation also. Therefore, total displacement covered after t seconds of time. Total displacement covered after t seconds of time. What is the total displacement? Here two-dimensional representation only, that is s bar equal to xi cap plus yj cap. S bar equal to x, what we got now only? U cos theta into small t I cap plus y means that total. Y value u sin theta into small t minus gt square by 2. This total bracket j cap. U sin theta into t minus gt square by 2, total bracket j cap. So that is the total displacement covered after small t seconds. So this is in vector form. In magnitude form also possible to write. See, in magnitude form. In magnitude form, s equal to square root of u cos theta whole square plus u sin theta into t minus gt square by 2 whole square. This is the total displacement covered after small t second. And also another terms also possible to write. What are the another terms? Initial velocity vector. Initial velocity vector. U bar is equal to uxi plus uyj. Initial velocity vector u bar equal to uxi plus uyj, that is u bar equal to ux, what it is, u cos theta into I cap plus u sin theta into j cap. This is the initial velocity vector. And very important to next derivation, final velocity vector. Final velocity vector after t seconds. After t seconds of time, what is its final velocity of vector? So final velocity also we should derive in two dimension. First, along horizontal, you see, along horizontal along horizontal related initial velocity is 0, ux equal to u cos theta, acceleration 0, time t, final velocity what it is, along horizontal. Similarly, along vertical, initial velocity uy equal to u sin theta, acceleration minus g, t is equal to t vy. Okay, so which equation is suitable for this? From equation v equal to u plus at, vx equal to u cos theta plus 0 into t. So vx equal to u cos theta. This is the velocity along horizontal, along x-axis. Now y-axis v equal to u plus at, vy equal to u sin theta minus gt. Now in vector form, how we can write? In vector form, v bar equal to vxi plus vyj. So v bar equal to u cos theta into I cap plus u sin theta minus gt into j cap. In vector form, that is. Magnitude form also possible to write. In magnitude form, v is equal to square root of u cos theta whole square plus u sin theta minus gt whole square. So this is the magnitude form related formula. Okay, this is the derivation. 3 equations you should remember. Final equation y equal to tan theta into x minus g by 2u square cos square theta, and total displacement vector, initial velocity vector, and final velocity vector after t seconds. See the example for that previous. What are the main formulas? You see, displacement y equal to tan theta into x minus g by 2u square cos square theta into x square. This is the total displacement in x and y axis. Along horizontal only, along x axis only, what is the displacement? X equal to u cos theta into t. Along y axis only, what is the displacement? We got y equal to u sin theta minus half g t square. Okay, final velocity vector v bar equal to vxi plus vyj equal to u cos theta I plus u sin theta minus gt into j cap, final velocity. Initial velocity vector uxi plus uyj equal to u cos theta I plus u sin theta j. These are the derivations we covered now. So one simple example you see, one simple example. This is an oblique projectile xy. A body is projected with an initial velocity some 10 meter per second or take 20 meter per second by making an angle 30 degree to the horizontal. By making an angle 30 degree to the horizontal means with respect to x-axis 30 degree. Then after 2 seconds of time, what are these values? The total values we should find. Total values, see, first one ux, how we can write? U cos 30, that is 20 into cos 30 root 3 by 2 equal to 10 root 3 meter per second ux. Initial, final, total displacement. Total one by one I am doing. Uy equal to u sin 30 because this will be u cos theta along horizontal. It will be u sin theta along vertical. U sin 30. So u is 10 sin 30, 1 by 2 becomes 10 meter per second. Therefore, initial velocity vector. So initial velocity vector u bar equal to uxi plus uyj. U bar equal to ux, how much of value we got? 10 root 3 I plus 10 j cap. Okay. Magnitude form also u equal to 10 root 3 whole square plus 10 square. What happened? This will be root 3 square, nothing but 3. 3 into 100, 300 plus 100. Root 400, final answer 20 meter per second magnitude form. This is in vector form. This is the initial velocity vector. Next, second one, this I am doing final velocity vector. Final velocity vector after how much of time he gave? 2 seconds of time. After 2 seconds of time he gave. So Vx you find initially. Vx nothing but u cos theta, already we found. U cos 30 is equal to 10 root 3 meter per second. Here very important point, along horizontal direction initial velocity will not change at any instant. It will be remains constant. Vy, vertical direction, what is Vy? U sin theta minus gt. Consider g acceleration due to gravity as 10 meter per second square. Then what happened? U value given it as 20 sin 30. Sin 30 value 1 by 2 minus 10 into 2 here. 10 into 2. It will be minus value will come. So 10 here it is minus 10. Minus 10 means it comes in downward direction y axis. So without getting minus, for this situation enough. For this situation you consider it as some 40 meter per second. For this situation only, don't worry, 40. Here what happened? 40 cos 30. 40 into root 3 by 2. Here 2 1s are 2 20s are 20 root 3. Here if we consider this is 40, what happened? It will be 220, again 0. Take 60. Okay, take 60 there. So 60 into root 3 by 2 becomes 30. 30 root 3. Now here it is 60 then 30 minus 20 equal to plus 10. Plus 10. So final velocity vector v bar equal to vxi plus vyj. Minus 10 if we get also in vector form possible to write. 30 root 3 minus 10 I like that. So 30 root 3 I plus 10 j cap. This data is not taking here. Here u is taken it as 60 theta 30 degree I am taking. For this data I am doing. So v bar is equal to magnitude form root of 30 root 3 whole square plus 10 square. It will be square root of 3. Here 3 into 3 square 900 plus 100. 27, 28, 100, 10 root 28 meter per second means nearly 50. Root 25, 5 greater than 50. Okay, next third point, displacement after some time. X you find initially for this data, x equal to u cos theta into small t. U, how much? U cos theta, how much we got? 30 root 3 into small t, time of 2 seconds, that is 60 root 3 meters along x-axis. Along x-axis 60 root 3 meters. Forget this data. For this example enough. Here new data, u equal to 60 meter per second, theta 30 degree, t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay. Y value u sin theta into this one minus half g t square. So u value 60 into sin 30 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 10 into t square 2 square. So here it is 30, y equal to 30 minus 2 1 square gets cancelled, 20 equal to 10. So 10 meter. Displacement vector s bar equal to xi plus yj. So 60 root 3 I plus 10 j cap. In magnitude form, s equal to square root of 60 root 3 whole square plus 10 square. So here 3600 into 3 plus 100 it will be. So finally 3 6 are 18, 3 3 are 9, 10, 10800 plus 100, 10900 meters. So this is the total situation for oblique projectile. Oblique projectile related, how we can find the values means like this manner. Sometimes this equation will be given it as comparable. How it is, you see, suppose y is given it as y is equal to root 3x minus root 3x minus some 10x square like this. We will be given data like this. Root 3x minus 10x square. What is the angle of projection? Direct comparable here. Tan theta given it as root 3 means theta equal to 60 degree. So with the horizontal it will be projected with an angle of 60 degree. Suppose initial velocity also if you ask, then g by 2u square cos square theta is compared with 10. That is g by 2u square cos square 60 we got is equal to 10. So here cos square 60 value we get it as 1 by 4. 2 1s are 2 2s are gets cancelled. It will be 10 into 2. G here also g gets cancelled. Finally 2 by u square we get it as 1. U square equal to 2. U equal to root 2 meter per second. That is also one of the model comparing with this given equation. Okay. It is the first concept in oblique projectile related. We will continue this topic in coming lecture. Okay. Thank you all of you. Bye.